This report summarized the operations and ethical points of Fertilife, a company that, having business in the United States and Canada, decided to open a company in Mexico to take advantage of the government regulations, being this country less strict than United States and Canada. They were able to identify a company that was having financial difficulties and bought that company at a really good price based on, compared to the market. This company, when they bought the company, and it was opening with the intention of the executive and the stakeholder to increase their revenues, thinking that in Mexico they will spend less money in maintaining and producing in salaries, and they were taking also due to the Mexico regulation that was much lighter than in the countries, United States and Canada. They will have less responsibility. So after reading the case, it's notable that the company was incurring in serious issues that I will describe in the report. One of is the strategy taken with staffing, and the other is the company waste disposal processes changes that they make. The company incurred in several irregularities and violations. At the time of the closing of the sale, an agreement from each part was signed, and some of the requirements from the buyer was to comply to protect the employees and keep the positions that the employee has at the company has at the time of the new buyers, keeping the benefits, the salary, the positions. Fertilife did not comply with that. They start decreasing the level of benefits. They were giving layoff to employees, removing them for the position that they have, and all these changes made by Fertilife was with the objective to be more efficient and generate more profits. But the decision, even that was made for a good reason, at least for them, was and a good strategy to follow, was unethical, and they experienced several legal points that were incurring in the evaluations that they were making, even though they was not respecting the agreement that they did with the previous owner of the company. Here we can see an aligning with a Milton Friedman theory about the role and functions of business and society. The company actions have not been ethical at all. They have made changes and follow new pathway the company operations just to ensure and increase the earnings without taking care of the people that were working for them. The environment, the society, additional to the changes that they made and implement, Fertilife failed again on the basic moral principle of human rights. They were violating the principle of ethics in business, requesting the employee to stay on the plant for the whole week from Monday to Friday to Saturday, sleeping under unwarranted conditions without respect hygiene and safety. They were not offering even water to them during the long the hours that they work. They were obligated to work long hours without providing any trial conform or the minimum condition that were supposed to offer. Based on Brinker's ethical approach, the organization ethics and trust are the most important values to support the company and what representing society. A balance needed between intention and action. The company have been discriminating against the employee and violating their human rights. All the actions were taken by Fertilife go against the labor laws and moral principles of the company. This decision caused the company to break the commitment and it must have to employees and the protection it must offer to them, respecting and staying in compliance with the law to protect employee rights. Here is a clear reflection that Kemp's theory about action a company takes. The good actions of a company must come together with ethics. The company must work in a favor of the commitment that is owed to society, having the ability to adapt to changes and correct behaviors depending on the needs and not only the focus on the profits that can be obtained. The fact that the company can be applied to ethical thoughts about excellence expressed by Aristotle. Fertilife should evaluate its behavior and be able to correct the methods that they use to manage the staffing. The company has discriminated against its employees. All this action can be, instead of be of better benefit for the company, can end in less productivity, loss of engagement, a high number of employees leaving because of the work conditions that were offered. Employees need to be treated equally and with respect for their rights. The company management needs to design a good strategy to correct the entire problem. Providing better conditions and benefit to employees, increase and maintain clear communication with supervisors and employees in order to recover the trust of them. This can be applied also to DeWitt's theory about his hypothesis on ethical decision making. The company was also failing to comply with social responsibility about the procedures implemented about waste dumping. The decision made by the company of dispose waste into a nearby river is not ethical. It was not ethical at all and can bring to the business serious litigation problems that will always affect the company. Fertilife was taking advantage of the weak conditions Mexico must have to protect the environment. But not solely the company was responsible for that, because of the conditions and laws and Mexico has is why this company decided to make business there. They were destroying the local ecosystem and contaminating the water river, which was used as a main source of water for people living around the community. Innocent people are paying for these actions. The company was putting the health of residents on this the area at risk without consideration, and they should change the position in order to remediate the situation. The company should be compromised to protect the environment, evaluating the best methods and procedures to implement in order to manage waste and residuals. The company should also respect the law of the country where it is located, regardless of its own. It should consider that even the laws of that country are not that strict as the own country. They should follow the laws of United States and Canada and implement them in their procedures to have better results. In this way, Fertilife will avoid problems that they were having, not only with the issue of the waste and residual, but also with the problem mentioned before about staffing. All these actions have created a negative impact and should be corrected in order to recover their reputation and value in front of society. Management and stakeholders need to work together in order to make the best decision, not only for the company, but also for the society, and should be mutual. Doing this, the business will prevent legal issues and financial repercussions that will put the company at risk and not able to continue in business.